Oh dear. Consider this a semi-sequel to the AOC video that I posted about 2 weeks ago now. I really shouldn't have to make a sequel to something that should be so goddamn obvious, but here we are. So what am I talking about? Well, firstly, watch the AOC video if you haven't, but to give a very brief rundown, I mentioned to an AOC member, that would be Cyberbolt, via the AOC suggestions page on his Discord, that voice packs in Paladins are becoming increasingly annoying and harder to understand, because they are. A lot of the newer skins, especially from the past year and a half, have always traded certain voice lines to be more about character personality, rather than to be of tactical usage. Tactical usage is why the VGS and why other similar command systems exist. Not the fact that you have various facets of character personality to loosely follow the command. Okay, very short cliff notes over. What is this about? The update that's coming out in July, which, as I recall, this is July 3rd, so in about 23-ish days, I'm probably wrong. There's a new event pass called the Crossover Pass, which is a, as the name suggests, crossover with another IP. That would be Genlock, the web animation. I don't quite know why either, but we're a big boy game company now, we can do crossovers. The people who make that web animation is actually made by Rooster Teeth, and there's actually been crossovers with Smite with RBWY. I'm probably saying that wrong. That's not hugely unsurprising, given they went down that hole again. Fair enough, this is probably a test to see if this sells well. I haven't got a problem with the crossover pass. The issue I have is to do with the fact that one of the skin voice packs for it is representing Kazu from that show, who speaks almost entirely in Japanese, which in the context of the show makes some sense, and from what I understand there's a futuristic translator on him so you can understand what he's saying. So what did they do? Did they add subtitles? Did they make it semi-English sounding like Payday 2's Jiro? No, they just sort of didn't. They didn't do anything. His voice pack, bar 3 voice lines,
Sniper! Yo, Kazu.
they're all entirely in Japanese.
もうダメだ。ヒーリングが必要だったんだ。目標を確保。左に敵だ。右に敵だ。ヒールが必要だ。退却。
Which I don't have to tell people that that's a bit of a problem. Now the VGS lines have at least text log to what a person's saying, and you really shouldn't rely on that because that distracts you from the battle, and even if you have enough time to look at it when you're hiding behind a wall or whatever, that means those voice lines don't work as intended. The VGS system is powerful because it gives you concise information via voice. You need people to understand it, otherwise it's completely pointless, which is what's happened here. Now, I know immediately people are going to say, oh, they ignored the AOC suggestion, and to some degree they have. Thank you very much for that. But I'm not too surprised that they sort of quote-unquote ignored it, considering these sort of deals happen long in advance, so I'm not hugely surprised. There are several solutions to all of this. Firstly, just add subtitles, which you should be doing anyway, and accessibility is a goddamn right, get on it. And they could also just do a sub-dub thing like animes do. Just make it a sub on the user end and a dub on every other end, so the person who's playing with Zin's Kazu skin can just pretend they're a weeb. They don't necessarily have to understand it if they don't want to. I'd be strongly against keeping it the way it is at the moment, because it's just bad for the game. That's what it is. And this isn't even going to the fact that auto callouts, which are not part of the VGS, do not have translations. So yeah, that's my solution. Either redub it, get the voice actor pack in to do English sounding stuff, or completely nix the voice pack and change it, because I don't know how you can fix this otherwise. I'm not mad, I'm just mildly disappointed.